right, day one of VIFF begins. We start off by going to a press screening of Christy, and Chloe's with me now.
Hi.
We are reunited for another craziness. We're gonna get our steps in today. Tomorrow, not so much because we're all in one location tomorrow, but today it's gonna be hectic. Between Christy, we're going to try to hit up Blue Trail. You already saw Blue Heron. We don't have to do that one. Blue Trail. But there is like a 15-minute window in which we got to make. So, it's going to be fun, but, let's head to Van City Theater right now. All right, so we just got to VIFF Center for this biopic on Christy Martin. Sydney Sweeney playing Christy Martin in this. As I said in the intro, I know this story already, so I'm interested to see how it plays out. I like David Michaud as a filmmaker, so you don't really know anything about this one, right?
I don't know shit about anything. Nope.
Okay, there we go. All right, we'll see you on the other side. Well, it wouldn't be Vancouver if I didn't get some great downtown ambiance. And thanks, Chloe pointed this one out. Look at that bad boy. I love it. We just got out of Christy. We're doing this review on the run. Solid film, solid biopic film. I know the story of Christy Martin already, but for those who don't know the story, Jim Martin is probably villain of the year right now.
Yeah, I hate that guy with every fiber of my being, and I was hoping that she would just straight up murder him. But you know, what actually happens is good too.
Yeah, it is. And you know what's crazy? In the documentary, they do interview him, and he doubles down on it. Like, he has no remorse. He's totally feels justified in stabbing and shooting her.
What a fucking psycho.
Yeah. That said, Ben Foster is really damn good. Let's go this way. Ben Foster is really damn good, and I think he outacts Sydney in their scenes together, but she is on the rise for sure.
Yeah, Sydney was great in this. With the recent controversy around her, I was kind of like, oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, her portraying Christy in this is like kind of a 180 from like the whole controversy surrounding her. And in the beginning of this film, she looked phenomenal. My God, like. My bias is really coming out with this. But yeah, and a lot of Walking Dead cast was in this. Denise plays Christy's mom. I'm pretty sure Tyrese was Don King.
Yep. Chad Coleman. Yeah.
And then Christy's dad was also a Walking Dead actor, so that was kind of funny to see that they collected a lot of cast from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know anything about Christy, like, as like a real person, but for an outsider looking in, this was portrayed really, really well, in my opinion.
Yeah. So the first screening for VIFF is down, and it's a hit. Now we are on our way to International Village, running. right? So we did make it for Blue Trail after we booked it, and you made it.
Yeah.
You made it. You did it. It was dicey there for a second. We were in the standby line for a second and had to get one of the volunteers to check if we could get in. But we got in. Our buddy Dylan held the seats for us and everything, so we got in. Honestly, to do a preamble on this movie, I thought it was a documentary.
I thought it was I didn't know anything about this, but I heard you and Bill talking about it, saying it was a documentary. So it was not.
It was not a documentary. It was a narrative film, Brazilian film, and basically it's about a Brazilian futuristic society. I didn't realize it was super futuristic until the Bibles.
Yeah.
But basically, you get to a certain age. What the main character thinks is the age is 80, and then you get shipped off to a colony. Basically, your usefulness is done, and they ship you off to a colony and and obviously there is like an uprising, an unseen uprising in the masses. That are against this, but it's basically about a woman that refuses to be held down by her age and is basically like evading the old people catchers the whole film. And it's an interesting character story. It honestly really got me in a few places, just in the development of the characters and a friendship that develops into the movie. I thought was really, really sweet and really nice. What do you think?
This is not a movie that I would watch under regular circumstances, but I did really enjoy it. There's a pretty brutal fish fight scene that threw me off. Like, yeah. I don't know if it was real or if it was like CG. It looked pretty real.
Yeah.
So that kind of threw me off a little bit and did kind of affect my rating, just because I don't think animal abuse should be, I know it's Brazil, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it is an interesting character study, like you said.
Yeah. And I love a 4:3 aspect ratio.
Yeah.
When it's just smack in the middle of the screen. I really love it. Something about that. But now we make our way to the Rio Theater for a film called If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. Arts Club Theater on Granville Island, which is one of the new venues for VIFF this year. I haven't been into the actual theater yet. Maybe I'll get some shots in there. But If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You is a hell of a film. Rose Byrne going for some Oscar, I would say. This movie's relentless. There's not even a second to breathe, and I think that's kind of the point of this movie. This movie is like a bad time in a mom's life immediately with a sick kid. Yeah. And
really annoying sick kid.
Yeah. Like our friend Dylan brought up the Babadook. He compared that.
I was also getting Night Bitch vibes.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too, a lot. And yeah, just a wild film. Conan's great in it. Yeah. And Mary Bronstein is a hell of a filmmaker. The visuals that they're dealing with in this film are just incredible. Just really, really interesting stuff. And yeah, I think it's a movie that's going to knock a lot of people over because they're not going to know what to expect from it. Like just how close and clingy the movie plays itself. It's all up in your face all the time, and I found that really fascinating. But now we're headed into an ER film of tension.
Was this on your list too?
Yes, this is on both of our lists. Yeah. This has got Leonie Benesch in it, and I'm looking forward to this one because Teacher's Lounge is a hell of a film, and I'm hoping the same vibes from this one. right, so we're ending our day one of VIFF with the late shift, which is essentially exactly that. Is the day? It's the one shift.
Very day in the life.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's a film that feels like it has a lot of threads going for it, and then some of those threads turn into like razor wire, and it gets the tension in the third act is so well executed, and Leonie Benesch is incredible. She's like incredible and an intuitive nurse, but at the same time they're constantly reminding you human. Two people only working on this shift, and just incredible work. Yeah, I was really blown away by this film. Woo-wee! VIFF Day 2. We're about to head down to the International Village for all 3 movies in one location. We're going to give our legs a little bit of a rest today. We're going to see like an avant-garde, like sci-fi-ish film.
Yeah, like digital fantasy is like how I've kind of been describing it.
Yeah, so this one was on both of our lists. Blue Moon, which is new Richard Linklater with Ethan Hawke, and Margaret Qualley is in that one too, so win-win-win. And then we're ending off with The Things You Kill, which I think was on your list.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's a big day, so let's get started. Alrighty, so finish our first film of the day for day 2, which is a film called Obex, which is an odd black and white surreal film about a PC gamer and entrepreneur, we'll say, that out of the 80s that is bored with games, so he gets this role-playing game called Obex, and it kind of turns his life upside down, him and his little dog. And honestly, what I felt when I'm watching this, it is like, it's good to see that Eraserhead is still influencing people a lot, and to make a little lo-fi black and white film, which actually was doing some stuff in it that I thought was really inventive. And it's also like really sweetly sentimental at the same time, and I thought that was interesting. I'm going to do something new here and do the pass-off review here with Chloe, but first I want to bring up ticket issues again. And it's a collector's thing. I kind of want to keep the tickets, and there's just such like a weird thing between venues of not keeping tickets, so I don't know, it's something that I would hope gets looked at in the future, but I think it's just a difference between venues. But now with her thoughts on it, Chloe is going to talk about Obex.
So I really enjoyed Obex. It's like it's very quirky little film about a quirky little guy and his quirky little dog. It's just all around quirkiness, and that had a lot of charm for me. I couldn't help but think the entire time that it's like Labyrinth, like digital Labyrinth meets John Wick almost, with his like hardcore adventure to save his dog Sandy. And I was just enthralled throughout the whole thing. There are some repetitive bits, but I feel like that's just playing on what PC gaming was at the time. It was a lot of loading, it was a lot of like repetitive and redundant imagery just to kind of make the games feel longer and more fleshed out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. it's another one that I'm like, who do I recommend this to? Because it is weird, and even though I didn't know what I was expecting with this film, this still wasn't what I was expecting.
All right, so now we move on. In the same venue, we now move on for the first of 2 Richard Linklater films over the next 2 days. This one is Blue Moon, so we'll see you on the other side. So just finished our screening of Blue Moon, which is our first Richard Linklater film of this festival. And it's a film that largely feels like a stage play. Like it is essentially all in one location, just multiple places in that same location. But this one is largely around the partnership of Rodgers and Hart, which was the creative partnership before Rodgers and Hammerstein, and the jadedness of Lorenz Hart through that, who is also this like incredibly charismatic storyteller as well, and incredibly funny because he was the humorist within that creative process. And I think Ethan Hawke is so damn good. Like this is kind of like, these are the roles that he absolutely eats up and that I think he strives for. And I think that him and Richard Linklater are such a great pairing that there is just such a proclivity for greatness between them, and also a love for the history of film, the history of writing and stuff that also comes across in this film as well, because there is a slight reference to E.B. White writing Stuart Little.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. There is George Hill, who becomes George Roy Hill, who makes Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid later. There's just so many great little references here and there that I really, really liked. So I feel like in Linklater's oeuvre that this film will probably be kind of classed in the same of like me and Orson Welles, like underseen and underappreciated kind of. But I really dug this one a lot.
So I'm entirely ignorant to musical theater, especially musical theater of the early to mid 1900s. But I did enjoy this film for what it was, and like Steve said, it very much plays like a stage play, which I also feel was intentional because of the subject matter of the film. Ethan Hawke looks horrible in this movie, but he was great. It's mostly just him talking at whoever will listen, to the point where it feels like he's just talking to hear himself. Yeah, I like, as somebody who knows nothing about these artists or the subject material at all, it was extremely palatable for me. And I'm not familiar with Linklater's films at all, I don't think. Like, I'm sure I've seen one or two.
School of Rock, you've seen.
School of Rock, okay.
Yeah.
And that's in
Confused?
Yep, and those are in wildly different schoolhouses. Yep. So, wheelhouses.
Schoolhouses too.
They're in wildly different schools of rock. But yeah, it was good, and that's the summary of my opinion.
I was really worried about what she was going to think about this film. Also, Margaret Qualley.
Yes.
Damn.
She's tall in this.
So tall. And they shrunk Ethan Hawke a little bit for this film. But now we go get dinner, and then we're going to see Canada's submission to the Academy Awards for next year, The Things You Kill. So stay tuned. Canada's entry into next year's Academy Awards is The Things You Kill. A film that I'm still trying to put the pieces together right now. But what I got from it is unidentified guilt completely fucks a man's life over. And familial bonds and buried repressed memories and secrets kept by the rest of the family. Slow burn doesn't even begin to describe this film. There is a tension. There is a main tension in this film that is kind of felt throughout. But yeah, this is familial guilt really paying a price in this one. So I'm still trying to figure this one out.
Yeah, I'm also fairly confused on this film. Like, I don't know if it's just because, like, it's almost midnight and I'm bone tired, but my immediate thought coming out of this is just, what? Like, there was a good minute where I had no idea what was going on. Characters swap places and everybody just acts like it's the same person, and I couldn't grasp things. And then there's like a tie-in at the very end, which I understand, but I don't understand the meaning of the tie-in. I don't know if you do.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Really trying to figure it out.
Again, like, still just trying to kind of figure this out and dissect it and just kind of comprehend the overarching idea and message here.
So this brings day 2 to a close. Late night day 2. We're back at it tomorrow with another Canadian film called A Lovely Day from Philippe Falardeau. And until then, good night.
Okay, let's go.